Okay, so in this video, we're going over the secret cards for Meteor Mission 1. There's 4 this time, and we are starting off with the Anniversary Secret. This is the Super Saiyan Cell Slugger Gohan with a cape, as well as Super Saiyan Goku. So they're berserkers, and the Gohan has a bit more power, but the Goku has a lot more guards. He's probably better stat-wise. Also, we've got new versions of the Father-Son Kamehameha and the Instant Transmission. So pretty cool there, new, I guess, versions of the attacks. That's quite nice. As for the abilities, so for Gohan, so when you make a move each round, his stamina will be fully recovered, which is pretty good, and all of your allies' damage will be increased by 1.3 times that turn, so also pretty good. When your team attacks, in return for this Gohan not being able to join group attacks, his damage will be increased that round for every hero energy the enemy has, right? So times 100% for every enemy hero energy. So at maximum, if the enemy has 10 hero energy, he's doing 11 times damage that turn, which is just incredible. So yeah, and honestly, a pretty easy condition to fulfill, I'd say. I think it's quite a simple ability, but honestly, if you can activate it, properly, then I think it's pretty damn strong, right? That's a lot of damage. 11 times is no joke. So yeah, definitely a good card, all right? Definitely one of the better ones this mission, I would say. As for the Goku, probably not quite as strong, but he's still decent. So when you make a move each round, all your allies' damage taken that turn will be lowered by 30%, so a bit of a defensive boost, which is pretty good. And when you put this Goku into the support area, then for that turn, if there's at least 5 enemy attackers that round, then either the card actions or the touch actions of the enemies will all be disabled that turn. So it's a kind of random one, like either one. It's either card actions or touch action abilities that are disabled that turn. So it's a bit of a gamble, but they were both pretty strong, right? I guess it's on both of them, so could get unlucky, right? But it's got decent, potential, I'd say. Just probably not as strong as the Gohan, I'd say. But still, Switch cards are always good with their, multiple choices. So yeah, quite a solid card. And there's actually 3 different rarities to this card. This is the standard version of the card. This is the parallel version, so the rarer one. Really cool design there with the Gohan and the Goku doing the Kamehameha together. And then there's a super parallel, which is the same art as this one, but just different effects and stuff. So yeah, there's like actually 3 stages of this card, which is crazy because the basic one's already still pretty expensive. But yeah, it's about, I think it's about 7,000 yen, 8,000 moment. This one's about 20,000 plus, and this one's about 70 to 80,000. So pretty expensive, right? But yeah, pretty cool. So next we have the first of the main secrets. This is a Vegeta, of course from the Buu Saga, that can fuse with Goku to create Vegito on the second round. And yeah, second round you summon Goku, they'll fuse, and you'll do some damage with their attack. And if you have 10 hero energy, then the damage is greatly increased, and the enemy's guard will be basically permanently nullified. So pretty good, I guess, on god bosses especially. Quite a good effect there. For the main ability, outside of the battle, for every enemy that has a super ability, your team's hero energy will be increased by 1. So that's pretty good, right? Also, at the end of the power level battle, if this Vegeta or Vegito is in the attack zone, then his power and damage will be increased. The more enemy attackers there are that turn, right? So the more enemy attackers that turn, the greater those boosts will be. Now they're not that good, honestly. Like the boosts, like the ability itself is not bad. Just the boost you get from the power and damage is not so high, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, it is what it is. Also, if there's 2 ally attackers or less on your team, including this card, then he'll attack twice as well. So it's a nice boost there. Nice bonus, I guess, ability. But yeah, definitely kind of underwhelming. By far the weakest one of these 4, which is a shame because it's the one I pulled. But yeah, it is what it is. I mean, card is amazing. Animation's also really, really good. So yeah, it's a really cool card, I guess. Okay, next up at number 2 we have Cell. So pretty cool. I kind of had a feeling this would come at some point because we got the new model for his semi-perfect Cell form. So of course he starts off in the semi-perfect form, and then he has a change rush on the first round. Believe it or not, this is the first for this collection. It's always the second round, so the first time it's been on the first round. So he uses this, I guess, change rush card action ability, and then he'll basically self-destruct, come back as his super perfect form, and attack the enemy. And he also gets 6,000 HP up, so not just like recovering, he's actually gaining 6,000 HP maximum which is pretty strong. And also he'll steal half of the enemy's power, which is also pretty good. So yeah, pretty good effects there. Also HP is pretty high for a berserker, so that's pretty nice. And 3 energy cost for a super attack is pretty low, which is great. In the Super Perfect Cell form, it's the Super Kamehameha. Then he gets the Perfect Death Beam as this form, so that's pretty cool. When he's looking at his trunks, basically, that's pretty cool, right? So, for his main ability, when your team attacks, if he's in his Super Perfect Cell form, so he's basically regenerated after self-destructing, if that's the case, then he'll basically have all of the enemy attackers' stamina, and during that round, they can't use any Miracle Perfect chances, which is also pretty good. Nice effects there. Also, during that round, whenever he wins a attacking CI against the enemy, he'll do extra damage, right? So the minimum is 2,000 extra, and the more HP you have, the more damage he'll do, right? So it kind of goes well with this ability where he can heal himself or increase his maximum HP of your team. That's pretty good, right? So at max HP, you're doing the most damage possible with that ability. So pretty good stuff. I mean, still not super strong, but definitely better than the Vegeta card. So yeah, definitely better. Okay, last but not least, we have actually a secret card for the Blood of Sanyuas, which is pretty surprising. Of course, using Ultra Instinct Goku. We've had a million of him in the game, but still pretty cool, I guess, with this art. Looks quite nice. So, of course, he's a bit unique as well with the Black Aura, and his Ultimate Instant Kamehameha is a bit different as well. That's cool. So, first of all, it's actually probably his one weakness is the God of Meteor is pretty weak. Basically, it's the same as the Hearts from UM11, that secret, the Ultimate Hearts. What it does is that after you throw it the next turn, so all of the enemy supporters will have their guard and damage reduction permanently nullified, which is not bad, but it's for supporters, right? If it was for attackers, that would just be so good, but for supporters, it's a bit meh, I guess. Which probably is one major weakness, I guess. His action is pretty weak. But it's the same unique ability as the URs. He does plus 1,000 damage. He's immune to stamina damage, and his power level is times by 1.5 times. So pretty good there. Okay, and finally we have his main ability, which is really, really strong. First of all, at the start of each round, all of the allies' damage reduction will be increased by 20%. And same as the URs, the effect will be boosted the less HP the enemy has. So pretty good. I think at most it's you get 50% damage reduction for your whole team, which is pretty good. And it stacks, of course, because it's a permanent boost. So it's pretty good, right? Definitely quite good defensively, this card, for sure. Also, when he's in the attack zone, the enemy attackers in the same area as him, well, same row, sorry, will have their fixed damage nullified and also their damage multipliers nullified that turn. So pretty good. I think that last effect is probably the best one, but in total, really good ability there. Just really, really good. Really good damage control for your whole team, right? Really, really strong. So yeah, probably the best one out of these four. Yeah, a lot of cool cards this time, of course. They're pretty expensive, I guess, especially the Goku and the Gohan Switch card. So yeah, thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.